Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sports Seniors, your ultimate destination for FIFA World Cup 2026 match updates, in-depth football analysis, and professional match commentary. Today, we bring you the complete review of an exciting round of 32 clash between South Africa and Canada. Both teams had reached the knockout stage for the first time in their World Cup history, making this a truly historic encounter. With a place in the round of 16 at stake, neither side could afford a mistake. Thousands of passionate fans packed the stadium, while millions of football lovers around the world watched with great anticipation. What followed was a tense tactical battle that remained undecided until the final moments of the game. The referee blew the opening whistle, and both teams immediately showed determination and discipline. Canada enjoyed more possession during the opening minutes, patiently building attacks from the back while searching for gaps in South Africa's organized defense. South Africa stayed compact, defended with confidence, and looked dangerous whenever they launched quick counterattacks. Every challenge and every pass carried enormous importance because both teams knew that one mistake could end their World Cup journey. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric, with supporters creating an unforgettable environment from the very first minute. As the first half progressed, Canada continued to dominate possession and created several promising opportunities. Jonathan David and Tajon Buchanan constantly tested the South African defense with their movement and pace, but goalkeeper Ronwen Williams produced an outstanding performance, making several important saves to keep the score level. Canada even appealed for a penalty after a challenge inside the box, but following a VAR review, the referee decided not to award the spot kick. South Africa remained disciplined, frustrating the Canadian attack and prevent. Despite spending long periods without the ball, South Africa showed tremendous fighting spirit. Their defenders remained calm under pressure, blocking shots and clearing dangerous crosses whenever Canada threatened. Whenever South Africa regained possession, they tried to attack quickly through the wings, hoping to surprise the Canadian defense on the counterattack. Although clear chances were limited, both teams continued working tirelessly, making it a fascinating tactical contest. Every minute increased the tension, as the possibility of extra time became more realistic with neither side able to break the deadlock. As the referee blew the halftime whistle, the score remained 0-0, but the match was far from lacking excitement. Canada had controlled possession and created the better chances, while South Africa's disciplined defensive display kept them firmly in the contest. Both managers used the halftime break to adjust their tactics, knowing that one goal could completely change the outcome of this knockout match. With a place in the round of 16 on the line, the second half promised even greater drama and intensity. The second half began with both teams showing great urgency as they searched for the breakthrough. Canada increased the intensity of their attacks, moving the ball quickly across the pitch and stretching South Africa's defensive line with clever passing and overlapping runs. South Africa, however, remained disciplined and organized, defending with confidence while looking to launch dangerous counterattacks whenever they regained possession. The match became more open, with both teams creating promising opportunities, and the tension inside the stadium continued to rise with every passing minute. As the clock moved into the final 30 minutes, Canada continued to dominate possession and pushed more players forward in search of the winning goal. Jonathan David came close with a powerful effort that was brilliantly saved by Ronwen Williams, while South Africa responded with a dangerous counterattack that narrowly missed the target. The game turned into an exciting end-to-end battle, with both teams refusing to back down. Every tackle, every interception, and every attacking move kept the supporters on the edge of their seats. With less than 15 minutes remaining, the pressure reached another level. Canada controlled the midfield and patiently searched for the perfect opportunity, while South Africa defended bravely and continued frustrating their opponents. The South African defenders made several crucial clearances, and goalkeeper Ronwen Williams once again produced outstanding saves to keep his team in the match. As the final minutes approached, it looked increasingly likely that the contest would be decided in extra time. However, South African players looked heartbroken after defending brilliantly for almost the entire match. Despite the defeat, they earned the respect of football fans around the world for their outstanding fighting spirit, tactical discipline, and never-give-up attitude. It was a performance that proved South Africa deserved their place on football's biggest stage. Paragraph 10. Looking back at the entire match, Canada fully deserved the victory after controlling possession and creating the majority of the dangerous chances. Jonathan David once again proved why he is one of Canada's most important players by scoring the decisive goal when his team needed him the most. Goalkeeper Ronwen Williams was outstanding for South Africa, making several world-class saves that kept his team in the game until the closing moments. Although South Africa's World Cup